Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we are in the parking deck. Woo! Yay! And welcome to episode 633, where we have taken considerable time to explain everything that we have come across in Vein, including gifts, including bosses, builds, veils, places, lore, so on and so forth. And today, we're gonna kind of follow that same lore idea here, and we're gonna be running Sanguine Garb just because it's a pretty awesome blood veil, and you can see that we have very good defenses overall. Now, why we are bringing Louis, I believe it's the most appropriate to bring him for this area, simply because of the fact that the cutscenes all include him and Yakumo, but Louis is leading us. Supposedly he's the one leading us to the Blood Springs in order to find out what is going on. So at the moment it seems like it's the most appropriate to bring him along as a kind of leader type to show us where we are going next. And so it seems that we'll bring him along for now. There will be a time where we will bring along Yakumo and some different others, but for right now, this is what I believe to be the most appropriate. Also because the what is that, the bulletin board back at home base says that we need to find the blood springs, and we need to search the ruined city the ruined city here for missiles. And since Louis seems to be the one typically talking to us about the missiles and where they're at and so on and so forth, it seems very appropriate to bring him along. So we are going to bring Louis along, and we'll just go ahead and make really good use of this blood veil, and it can really do a lot of damage to a lot of guys very quickly. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have that parry down just yet. Those guys were doing some considerable work there, but we can have some really good damage with this blood veil, and it's very powerful, and it's got lots and lots of defensive abilities in it, and it's a great blood veil if you are looking for something that is not whoops. Louis keeps staggering him, so I can't get his oh, Louis, stop. Okay, well, whatever. But it has some really good potential for going for all kinds of attacks and defensive abilities and everything. And it's a really great blood veil for all kinds of different situations. And as you can see here, it does very well. It does very well just for all the reasons here to destroy these guys and have very good defensive abilities. It works out very nicely, and since we have like 224 balance at the moment, we are able to kind of take all the hits here along the way, and we don't really have any serious problems. Okay, Louis is just going nuts here. Now she's slowed. Okay, Louis is just messing us up here, so we'll just take that pierce attack there, and we'll move on. So we have Sonic Arrow for the butterfly fight here along the way. So this will make pretty good use of what we will need to pop her poison bubbles along the way. And I guess we'll go ahead and rest at the missile. I mean, why not? We're never gonna go back upstairs, so that's completely fine. Me too, Louis. Me too. So if you've ever wondered, why Louis might be the most appropriate one here, he does have some pretty good synergy against these weaker Lost here. And he does have some pretty good mobility options for going against some of these enemies and how their movement patterns operate and such. And so he makes good sense to be one of those partners that you would use through here, because there's so many enemies and he does very, very well at kind of keeping his distance between all the enemies. So it works out, I think, overall. But you can see that we do take quite a bit of damage here along the way, and we're able to consistently recover from all of the effort that we get into here, just because of the fact that we're able to take these enemies kind of one-on-one, and Sonic Arrow kind of acts like a glorified dagger. And when you get parries with this weapon, it sets you up very nicely for a second attack there with the Blood Veil. And so it works out really, really nice. Okay, now Louis gonna stagger this guy probably. Okay, good. We got that parry. And deft parry here might actually be really useful, but for right now. Oh, that was good. Louis got the stagger there on that guy. Okay, he was dead before he hit the ground. That was very interesting. Okay, well, we missed a couple of guys there. Now you'll see here, this is kind of where Louis starts to thrive, is just because he's able to because he's able to move around so much. Okay, let's see where this guy's gonna go. Is he coming forward? Okay, whoops. Okay, well, this guy is doing something there. Okay, and since we have to do the invasion, let's go ahead and get that started here as well. Okay, and is there a dog? No dogs. Okay, that's fine. And you can see there, we are able to make it through a lot of these guys' attacks just because of Royal Heart and having such a huge amount of balance. Okay, dogs are absolutely annoying. And we have balance up as well, so we are able to have an incredible amount of ability here to work through different attacks from the enemies. However, it makes for a really, really bad scenario because all the enemies are doing, max level damage. And so we're constantly having issues of how much damage are we taking before we actually encounter an enemy. So keep that in mind as you play along here. And Sonic Arrow is great for staggers on these guys. Okay. Oops. Whoops. Okay. Oh, and I guess we're pretty much dead here. Let's see, what's Louis doing? Yes, I am. Okay, well, Louis definitely coming out on top there. Okay, and you can see how beneficial it is to have an incredible amount of balance, that you don't constantly get staggered all over the place and have issues trying to actually get back up into the enemy's face and all that. So it really does play into a great setup here to make sure that we have what we need when we need it. Now, Louis, along for most of the game, is not the ideal partner, but for this area, I wouldn't call him ideal either. However, he does do well enough that he, you know, certainly can hold his own, for sure. And he does make for a pretty decent partner overall to, to make sure that you have ample damage out on the enemy when you need it. Okay, and now for monkeys, Louis also does very, very well with the monkeys here. Just because of the fact that he, you know, is able to, you know, get quick attacks on these guys. And the sonic arrow is able to stagger the monkeys here along the way, which is great. And so this guy, because he does have that shield up all the time, and it's very, very difficult to break his guard, if you use a weapon gift that is kind of metaphysical, as we just saw there, he doesn't actually block it, which is great because you're able to actually move through the enemy. Okay, Louis is just gonna take him out, so it's most important that all the time we have our gifts running, just because of the fact that you know, everything we're doing here is very, very time sensitive based on when we actually get involved with an enemy or not. Okay, now we're just gonna skip the stairway here and everything, because we do have sonic arrows, so we can draw these guys out one-on-one. Whoops. So we can draw the giant lady out first, and she'll come over here. She'll want to attack us, and we can keep attacking her with sonic arrow, and she will get oh so excited to follow us over here. And that means that we are able to, whoops, we are able to die. That was totally not meant to be that, but there's the parry. That was what I was attempting to do on the bridge, but had absolutely no luck. Okay, and we'll go for another backstab here. But as you can see, the Blood Veil does do very, very well, and we are able to constantly, you know, put out damage on the enemy, fairly considerable damage, while at the same time having an incredible amount of defense as well for both slash and pierce, which are most of the enemies through this area are slash and pierce. Let's see what this guy's gonna do. Okay, well, not sure what he's doing, so we'll just cut him down, and we'll continue to move on. So the really, really wonderful thing about this Blood Veil is that you do get it pretty late, but it's still good enough that you can bring it into like New Game Enhanced, and you can do very, very well for yourself going for this Blood Veil, all things considered, just because of how versatile it is, and it also does have some pretty decent light values if you are looking for, you know, like a pretty decent light veil that also has pretty good damage and availability for different gifts and stuff. So as you can see here, 792. So if you were to use Bridge to Glory with it, you would get 400 damage added to your weapon, which is kind of sometimes like a 50% increase. Oh, ouch. Okay. Okay, so we'll make it through here, all things considered. Now, the very, very nice thing about having a Pierce Veil is that you can attack enemies at a distance, and you can line it up pretty easily and pretty well with what we have in our build here because of having all of the gift accelerators active. Oh. Okay, well, I haven't got that timing exactly down yet. Apologies upon apologies, guys. I just gotta get better, I know. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal up. And let's go for another parry here. Oh, I thought she was going for Louis. Okay, well, oops. No problem, Louis. We will avoid taking more damage. So that attack, when she goes up overhead like that, that's still a parryable attack. And the interesting part about that is that that you're able to parry it, but at the same time that is considered a heavy attack. So no matter the fact that we have, you know, 224 balance plus Royal Heart active, it still is given to us as a staggering attack, which is unfortunate. Okay, so we'll go for a gift extension here, so we can load up with a little bit of Ichor here before we get into the fight with the butterfly. Now Louis might die here if he gets hit by this guy, so we will go ahead and put this guy down. Okay, and we'll get a few gifts going here before the fight starts. Okay, great. That worked out pretty well. And now we are ready for the butterfly fight. Now we are able to use our Blood Veil here as a damaging attack weapon, but we want to be doing slash damage, not pierce. So that's why we have the Tranquil Slice available. But you'll see here that the charge attack will also come in fairly handy, all things considered, and we are able to get you know, a couple of whoops. Okay, and we'll go for, as you can see there, that charge attack is very, very good and very, very fast. Whoops. And so we're able to get those attacks off very, very quickly. And it does very, very good damage, very, very respectable damage as well. Okay. And because it, like, whoops, it, like, tracks her around, it makes for a great, great way to get charge attacks off. Oops. Oops. Okay, we are just getting hammered here in a pretty bad way, so let's, whoop. Okay, unfortunate for us there that we actually... Okay, let's just go ahead and start this over because this is turning into, like, such a cluster here that we just weren't able to get anything going. So we'll just stick with our 10 Ichor here before the fight begins. But we'll be able to use that charge attack very, very nicely, and it's a total. It's 200% of our damage, so it's like a doubling. It's 80% and then 120%. So when you add them together, you get a doubling of your card damage. And so since we're running 1,000, we get 2,000 and then 10% extra. So we get 2,200 for that charge attack, which is really, really nice that we have that ability to simply get an increase in our damage just for that. Okay, let's go ahead and back up here. Okay, and yeah, that move right there is the parryable one, and you can do this for quite a long time. Oops. So she's going for Louis now, because she figured that she can't go for me. Okay, and let's go for that charge attack. Okay, well, Louis dead. So sorry, Louis. There you go. And that charge attack is such a great ability runner, just because of the fact that you're able to, you know, close that distance very, very quickly. and you're able to get some very, very, very respectable damage off. And because it also moves you around, it's a great way to go about, you know, to get you like backslashes and such. It's very, very awesome. Okay. Oops, oops, oops. Whoops. Okay, well, we did have a fairly decent run going there, but now we have a very trash run here. Oops. Okay, that is the killer. And we might be dead here because we don't have any poison mitigation, but that's fine. Oh, there's another wave. There we go. Nope. And that is a very, very difficult move to avoid. And that's a great move to parry, just because it's always very, very predictable and fairly understandable when it's going to happen. Okay, well, all things considered, this is a pretty bad fight, as we are. But another reason why Louis is considered the normalized partner here is the fact that when you appear here, Louis takes over the fight, and Yakumo engages with the self-important Revenant. And so that's what makes me think also that Louis is the the Revenant that you bring with you, the partner. Okay. This turned into one of the most ridiculous fights here so far. Okay. That sideways attack there is very tough to parry, but you can do it. Okay, let's move around to the side here. Oh. Oop. All right. Okay, let's go for a charge booster here. Wow, okay. She does not stay in one place very nicely. So that's where Sonic Arrow is beneficial. Okay. And she's just gonna spam that now. Oh, okay. Oh boy, this is getting down to the wire here. Very not what I had envisioned here, but that's okay. Wow, that was close. Whoops, too early. Okay, well, this is turning into a ridiculous butterfly battle here. But if you bring Yakumo along, he gets poisoned easily, just like Louis does. There's really no difference between them here, except for Foul Blood Barrier. But Louis does do very well versus her because he has the slow ability, and that's the only status effect that she's susceptible to, and so it works out pretty well against her. However, he is like a wet noodle most of the time, and so a lot of times it's not that great to have Louis along, but as you can see, he'll just get trounced most of the time. And so we'll just give her the room that she deserves here. Yep, there goes Louis. And he's gonna go heal for days, which is fine, I guess. So we don't really have the greatest amount of Icor recovery here, right? And that's what can kind of hurt us from the perspective of our Icor recovery for our gifts. And that's whoops. Okay, nice. We actually nailed her with the whoops. Okay, good. We got rid of the poison ball there. Whoa, okay. That was an unexpected attack there for the frames that it was active. Louis almost dead again. Ah, the poison is just everywhere. Okay, let's back up here. And let's give Louis some room here. Ouch. And she's just having a good old time spinning around there. Thanks, Louis. And here we go. Okay. Wow, Louis dodged it. Way to go there, Louis. And this is where Atlas shows kind of its weakness in the power department, is that we don't really have too much utility for, you know, being a powerhouse and dominating for our abilities, or putting damage out on the enemy here, but we are able to have some serious defenses, which is where Atlas really does shine, is the fact that we can take hit after hit after hit after hit after hit, and we can keep going. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. That was a lot longer than I had actually wanted it to be, but okay, we got through the butterfly and we actually tried our best here, and you can see that with all the high balance that we have here with Valiant Heart, or Royal Heart, and being quick mobility and having balance up, we're able to actually sustain ourselves through most any fights. The problem is just we need more healing. So probably what we should do is get rid of this guy and go for improved regeneration or regeneration shift, and that would be much better for us. So either way, you guys can mess around with that if you wish, but until next time, I bid you all a wonderful farewell, and see you tomorrow. Bye.